Starchuk here, golf coach from Toronto, Canada. What I want to talk about is how to self-diagnose your ball flight with your driver. So driving is the most important part of the game. It's the most one-dimensional part in the game. We want to make the ball do the same thing every time, hopefully go pretty straight, pretty far, up in the air, maximize technology from today. But what we want to really make sure that we do is that we hit it solid with the right amount of spin, because spin is king nowadays. Whatever the ball's spin rate is, the lower, the farther it goes, the higher, the shorter it goes. All these balls and club companies are coming out with low spin balls off the tee. It's really changed in the past 25 years. So what we want to do is maximize our contact. So the first thing I want to look at is how you set your driver up. There's a lot of people that set the driver up to try and influence the curve of their ball and maybe the loft of their shot, but we can change this to actually get you to strike the ball a little bit better. What we're going to do is we're going to actually find out where you strike the ball on the face. Let's say that it's going to be the heel. You can spray some stuff on the face, figure out you hit it off the heel. From there, if you were to close the club face by adding loft, add loft, tilts the face a little bit closed on the shaft, that's going to introduce the sweet spot to the ball a little bit better. Instantly, you're going to hit the ball more solid, less spin. And that's on the contrary. If you hit the ball a little bit off the toe, there might be a chance that the club's coming in toe first. So by de-lofting your club, opening up the club face, it's going to hit it more off the center. And from there, you're probably going to hit the ball a little bit straighter with less spin. So when we're diagnosing the actual ball flight itself, when the ball takes off really, really low and rises up, that's a sign of too much spin. If the ball takes off into the sky and it looks like it stays there for a while, again, too much spin. You want to almost hit something that's flat or knuckly or something that looks like it stays out there on the same line forever and it doesn't fluctuate and it doesn't change its flight. Something strong. And we're going to find that by trying to make sure you hit the middle of the club face. The middle of the club face is king for that. So if you find that you hit it a little off the toe or a little off the heel, change your ball position. Move it forward in your stance, move it back in your stance, try and find something a little bit different. Maybe open your stance or close your stance a little bit. Just something where you can catch the golf ball on the face on a different time on your swing arc. And that's going to be the key to trying to hit the ball a little more solid. So another way to look at this, if we want to look at curve. If the ball curves too much from left to right, then there's a good chance that the face is open to something. Whether it's open to the path of your swing or it's open to the target line, it's open to something. So the combat to that ball curving off to the right is just feel as though somewhere in your swing, in your backswing maybe, that you twist the face to the left. Close the shaft, the face won't be as open, you'll hit the ball more solid, it'll go farther with less spin. If the ball hooks, then the face is probably closed. And if the face is closed, just do the opposite. Feel like you can open the face just a little bit, use it as a governor, lot, little, medium, and from there you're going to find the ball gets struck a little bit harder. Now, if the ball curves because of the miss hit on the face, go back to what I mentioned. If the ball's hit off the heel, it's going to have a fade spin. If the ball's hit off the toe, it's going to have a draw spin. Most often, there's some special occasions where that's not going to happen, but for most often, that's the way it's going to look. Now, if you hit your ball really low, there's a good chance you're hitting down on the golf ball, meaning that that club hit is working down like you're hitting a 7-iron. However, if we can try and get that ball to the club to strike up on the golf ball, we launch it higher, we spin it less. So we want to try and make sure we launch hit the golf ball on the way up. Now, if you hit the ball too high in the air, you might look at the loft of your driver, you might look at how you're releasing it, but there's not so much of a correlation between high in the air and hitting up on it or hitting down on it. Try and feel as though that ultimately the club's going to hit a little bit up on the golf ball just to get a little bit of an extra launch off the center of the club face. And change your settings to make sure that the center of the club face is introduced to the back of the ball. And when we can start doing that and you can start swinging fast and hitting it far, it's going to feel like a sport. You're going to feel pretty good because we feel great when we hit the driver far and hard. So practice those things, evaluate those things, get some Dr. Scholl's face spray, take a look at what it's doing on the driving range. And if you have any questions, let me know.